Wonderful. Good afternoon. I'm super excited that you're joining me to my launch party. I had two fabulous weeks. Fabulous because I launched a project management program, and I did this launch fully on LinkedIn. This means really using my LinkedIn network, the possibilities that you have on LinkedIn, like LinkedIn Live, newsletter, posts. And I tried out a lot of things, and I also learned a lot of things. So, what I would like to do today is share a little bit about this experience, what I exactly did in this launch, what I learned, and what I will continue to do for the next launch in September, and where I will tweak a little bit. So, who am I? My name is Ines Kaps, and I'm a project excellence coach at Passion for Projects Academy. I have 23 years of turnaround management, carve out, and large project management experience. I was for 2 years board at an investment fund, so I'm a serial entrepreneur, author, and speaker. And yeah, I'm super excited that I've launched a new venture for me. This venture or the program is for women in project management, and I will be coaching them to run large projects, complicated stakeholders, difficult projects. I will coach them on these topics and really focus on the 5 power skills. And I will share a little bit about this later on. So I would like to share a little bit about the goal. What did I have in mind with launching this Project Academy? How did I do it? And what are the results after 2 weeks? So the goal of this launch, or the goal of this activity, was launching my project coaching program. And this is a so-called founding member launch. And the concept behind a founding member launch is that you start with a small group of people, with a small group of clients, and develop the program. And you develop the program together with these clients. It's the approach. Let's say it's a kind of agile approach where you have an MVP, a minimum viable product. It's not 100% perfect. It's not 100% done, but you have a solid idea, a solid concept where you say, okay, let's try it out. Let's try how this works, whether it is attractive for the clients, where does it need tweaking, where does it not make sense. So it's really using your founding members in making your program as good as possible, just really exciting. The consequence for the founding members is they will get very intense coaching, but they also see and know from the beginning that it is not yet perfect. It's not everything has been developed, not everything is working smoothly, is done. So it is in progress. It's work in progress. But on the other side, they also really get a super attractive price. Let's say that is the concept of a founding member launch. Obviously, the idea behind is selling the program. So my idea of launching the program was attracting clients, and ideally attracting the right clients who take a leap of faith and join a founding member launch. For me, as an entrepreneur, yes, I'm a serial entrepreneur, but I have never sold business to consumers. So I was never in the B2C space, and I have never had a digital product to sell. So this digital e-commerce side is new to me, and understanding how to launch a service, or also, well, it is a product offering B2C online is new. So that's for me also the big learning. Well, what are the steps? What do I need to take in order to make the customer journey as easy as possible? Because I'm selling and I'm coaching women in project management who have usually a lot of projects on their table. My goal and my way how I have designed the program is having someone in mind who has a busy schedule, and I would like to make her life easier and less stressful. And with this in mind, I also try to create the customer journey. It's not yet order to pay, but really being attracted, being interested in the program, order and pay, and then from pay to delivery, making this whole journey as smooth and as easy as possible, but also for me to make it as welcoming as possible. So obviously I'm currently doing a lot of steps manually to really understand what are the steps, where can I, for the next launch, for the next big launch, where can I automate things, and where do I, how much do I want to automate, and how much do I still want to customize and personalize. So there are steps that, yes, I can create great email templates, great communication, and there is a bit where I say I want to have a little bit of personalization, so that it feels welcoming. It feels welcoming for the client to join a program, and where she then opens up. So this was an exciting learning journey for me. And I love learning new things and really trying to figure out how those steps work, how the technology works behind the scenes, and to really understand where does technology help, where does it help not yet, and maybe help me in the future. With the whole evolvement of AI and different technologies around AI, I'm in this extremely exciting time of life where I can set up my business to scale from day one. So the whole concept, not only the coaching concept, the technology behind the coaching program, but now also the steps and the learning with regards to launching in September again. Everything I do is with the mindset scaling. How can I scale? How can I use technology to help me to be more productive? To how can I scale myself as fast as possible and as professional as possible? I don't want to create rubbish content. I would like to use technology as much as possible and have find the sweet spot between using technology and leveraging my experience and personal, making it personal for the people, for the readers, for the viewers, and for the clients. So that's let's say the situation and the space I'm in, and that is the thinking I have behind when I do my activities, and when I implement the ideas and concepts I have had. And as I said, this is the founding member launch. I'm getting ready for running a big launch in September to really onboard a lot of clients, exciting clients, and to be ready to scale soon. So what did I do in the last 2 weeks? I have a small email list that I had created years ago, but that was basically sleeping over the last 3 years, more or less, because I hadn't used it or really nurtured it. On LinkedIn, I had around 3,200 connections and followers. And I've started out on Instagram with, I think it was 110 followers. So that's basically my following situation. And as I am very comfortable on LinkedIn, and I think that my ideal client is on LinkedIn, and I have found my ideal clients on LinkedIn. I had chosen to run the launch on LinkedIn, and I was also using a little bit my email list, but as from what I see, the clients came via LinkedIn. So what did I do? I scheduled and run 6 LinkedIn Lives, 3 last week and 3 this week, on topics that I will be coaching in the program. And I've chosen the topics, let's say, that were interesting, but also typically hard in project management. And that is everything related to conflict management, to project politics, and to understanding the stakeholders. So these were the topics that I did LinkedIn Lives on, and they were 45 minutes, more or less, where the first 30 minutes were around the content. So either how to detangle project politics, how to manage conflicts in projects, and then the last sort of 10 minutes were around the coaching offer. And what my learning was for myself is that I truly enjoyed the LinkedIn Lives. I've done LinkedIn Lives beforehand, but I've never done, let's say, a sales pitch, a webinar with content and sales pitch on LinkedIn Live. Or I've never done such sort of sales pitch webinars beforehand. Obviously, I've sold and done sales presentations a lot in the last 23 years. But let's say the concept of what I've done here felt a little new to me, but I enjoyed it a lot, and I had a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun in preparing the webinars, preparing the content, and I realized that I really loved talking about those topics, sharing my experiences, sharing my knowledge, and yeah, diving deep into it, because that is exactly what I will be doing in the coaching program. I sent 5 emails over the last 2 weeks to my email list about the launch. I had informed my email list 6 weeks ago that I will be launching. So I basically warned them beforehand that, attention, there is something coming. Don't be shocked because you haven't heard from me for the last 2 years, and now suddenly there are tons of emails. So I did a little bit of warm up, but I consciously did not follow some of the rules where let's say you need to email your email list on a daily basis if you're launching a product or a program. Sorry. The reason why I have not sent daily emails is I myself get annoyed about receiving daily emails when there is a launch process and it's only 3 days to go, 2 days to go, 1 day to go. That's too many emails in my view. And as I'm getting annoyed about this strategy, I will not use a strategy that annoys me myself. So that just will not happen. And my clients are busy people, and yes, probably a lot of the emails either will be read in 3 weeks, or are already in the have already been deleted. That is my risk, but these are my values, and I will follow my values. I have established in the middle of this launch, in the last Sunday, a newsletter, because I thought, I have created these webinars, the first 3 webinars, and a lot of them really got a lot of views, more views than I've expected. And there was a webinar about project politics that got a lot of reactions and a lot of views. So I thought, well, maybe that is a topic that is particularly interesting to my audience. And based on this feedback, I created a newsletter, or I've established for the first time a newsletter on LinkedIn and created the first blog post on this newsletter. And I've already also created a LinkedIn reel with some of the, let's say, takeaways of this webinar. And I was very astonished of how many subscribers, based on my experience, have already jumped on this newsletter. In total, I've also posted 5 LinkedIn posts related to this launch over the last 2 weeks. And probably I could have done more. And I also had other tasks during this launch, onboarding clients and, preparing the webinars. So I think I can do more on this side as well. So what are the results? I've onboarded 6 clients, and I'm very happy about this. So there are 2 women who jumped on the annual subscription, which is, I think, super excited, and 4 women who have jumped on the monthly subscription. So that is really exciting for me. And what is also interesting is that those clients came via the, or 4 of those clients came via the LinkedIn Lives. So they were already in my network, and they have seen the LinkedIn Lives. They have seen me coaching basically, and then based on those LinkedIn Lives, they hopped on my coaching program. 2 of them I have met on a networking event, and where we shared more information. So it was not cold calls or cold relationships. So I already had relationships with these women. I thought initially that the women joining would be on my email list. Some, I think one of them is also on my email list, but the trigger to jump was the LinkedIn Lives. So I think for me, the learning is that the LinkedIn Lives really worked for me very well. I also have 45 new connections. That is organic growth for me, and that is a lot of more connections that I usually get over the period of over the period of 2 weeks. So I think that really showed me that I have amped up the game in terms of visibility, really interesting connections and valuable connections. So I'm very happy about that. And I think I have 313 newsletter subscribers, and that is within 5 days. So when you think about, I have a network of 3,200 and something followers on LinkedIn. For me, that's a huge number, and for me, I have not expected this number, and I know that my SSI level was already good, so it was 71, and I jumped through over the period of those 2 weeks to 73. The number is nice. However, that doesn't get me any clients. So I cannot buy something with this number. For me, the essence is really the connections, the views, and then the reactions of the people from my LinkedIn Lives. So my learning is that in order to prepare myself for the next launch in September, I will continue doing LinkedIn Lives, not on this level, like 3 days a week, but I will schedule more and regular LinkedIn Lives from now to September, and I will also use LinkedIn Lives for the big launch in September. So that is something that I will definitely keep, not only for visibility and for transporting how I communicate, and I think, how my personality comes across the camera. But it is also fun for me, and it is a training, because I will be creating videos for my coaching program as well. So that is very valuable to me. And not to forget is the reactions I get from the topics I choose. So it really helps me to identify what are the important topics that are interesting to my clients. So that is, for me, the most important information I received from those LinkedIn Lives. And I will also nurture this information on my LinkedIn newsletter. So that's where I really gain the insights, where I say, okay, what is relevant, what is valuable, and this is then the content that I will be working on. So I hope this insight was helpful for you. You will definitely see me again on LinkedIn Live for over the next couple of months. I think what I really achieved and what my goal is in order to sell my program is building trust. And I think via LinkedIn Lives and the way how I communicate, I was really able to establish trust with the people watching. And what was also is really essential is using my network on LinkedIn to help me boost my visibility, help me get my community grow, and to help me share the program. And I will definitely use my network not only again but even better and more, because I realized that I have an incredible network who are here and who are happy to help me. So for me, it is stepping into this network and really leveraging what I have built over the last 23 years. Yeah, and what is, just a second, here we are. So what is the program about? Short pitch from my side. It's a project management coaching program for women in project management who have difficult projects at their hand, who deal with difficult stakeholders, and who feel stressed, or who are stressed, who feel unseen and undervalued. And what is interesting for me, that 50% of the clients, or 3 clients, joined me, and they have a project management background. But the other 3 are entrepreneurs, there are account managers, and they are from a middle management team. So even though they say, well, it is my target audience are project managers, they saw that even as an account manager and as an entrepreneur, you're actually facing the same challenges as a project manager. For me, the learning is I have a great niche, and let's see what will happen over the period of time. What is the content of the program? I will be coaching on 5 power skills, and the power skills I will share in a bit. The goal of the program is really to help the woman grow into a courageous and confident leader, a courageous and confident project leader. The 5 power skills are related to stakeholder management and business case management. So everything that is really about how do you understand and how do you analyze and profile stakeholders so that you really understand what is their issue, what is their problem, what is their pain, and what is the business case that they want to achieve with this project, or what is the business case that you are hindering to achieve with your project, because there can be, there can be competing business cases and competing interests in a company. Another power skill is your reputation as a project leader, as a leader, because you will need to have a different communication style and a different reputation depending on who you are talking to and who you are dealing with. And the reputation is not only your brand and is not only your communication style, but it is also the activities you do, whether you're punctual, how you write, do you write instantly, and do I need to wait from you? So it is a lot of pieces that build your reputation. and depending on the actions you take, you can create the reputation you need in order to be successful. I think a very important power skill is clarity and confidence. So being able to advocate for yourself, being able to have the courage to take on a conflict and deal with difficult people and have difficult conversations. And for this, you really not only need experience, because sometimes you don't have the experience yet, but you are facing a difficult conversation. And that's how we are building the confidence and the internal experience to have these conversations. The fourth power skill is about communication, different communication styles, and the skill how to manage project politics in an organization. And last but not least, we will have a lot of conversations and coaching about conflict management and change management. And the goal of these power skills is really to help you run big projects or any project in a more successful way, so that you can prove to the company you're working for that you really are an asset for business business benefit realization, because every project has a goal to achieve. It's a business benefit, and you as a project manager or project leader are here to deliver on these business benefit realizations. And the goal is really to help you grow to become exactly this outstanding project leader who does realize business benefits realization. As I just said previously, it's the founder member launch. It's the first time I'm launching this. That's why it's a very attractive price. And how do I deliver the coaching? I'm running weekly coaching calls twice a week. So either it's in the morning or it's during lunchtime on Thriving Thursdays. And once a month, there is a monthly deep dive on those power skills. Everything is recorded, everything is transcribed and summarized, so that you don't miss out if you are on vacation or something else happens. So everything is available to you, and the additional content on those power skills will be created in, I say, coffee bite-sized chunks. So 10-minute videos where you can have a coffee and listen to the audio or watch the video in a coffee break. The design of the whole program is made for people who are busy, who have a busy schedule. I'm a project manager for now 23 years. I exactly know the challenges, I've experienced the challenges, and I know how busy a schedule can get. And with this in mind, I have designed this project coaching program so that it fits the busy schedule and that it really helps the woman have an easier life throughout the program. What I think is super exciting for me is that a few companies have reached out to me and said, that's super cool, please can you think about preparing a coaching program for our company. So it's not only currently my business is B2C, but I will be preparing a coaching program for companies as well. Yeah, and that is also a super exciting result of this launch period. I hope this was valuable to you. If you have any questions or if you want to discuss anything, drop me a line, ping me on LinkedIn, and we can have a virtual coffee. Have a great rest of Friday and a wonderful weekend. And yeah, see you sometime.